irrelevant. One of the things about getting older and not being on, is that you lose your relevance right quick. Like, thanks for the memories, Bri. But like, it's not like I'm going out and selling out because the people don't care. Who? The guy who was on the Goldbergs? Like, fucking, that was 2019, 2020, bro. It's 226. What are you doing now?
The Goldbergs.
Yeah, what are you doing now?
Yeah, Gilbert, you mean Gilbert Gottfried's son?
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck, and they shouldn't, right? You do a special, so what? It's like, there's this tidal wave of information.
Dude.
Which is good and bad.
Give me this. This is for me.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to happen to me. Like the other night, I was at the store and I saw Chris Rock, David Spade, fucking Theo, and like just guys that I like, guys, and like before I was in comedy, I'm just like, yo, I'm fucking standing next to these motherfuckers. This is pretty tight, Yeah. Give me the one time you kind of fanboy or got starstruck in on a situation where you're like, holy shit, this is different.
I did a reading with Tom Cruise, and it was just...
Oh, come on.
Yeah, and I had all my scenes with him, and he was right next to me.
Come on!
Yeah. And so we spent 2 hours together doing that. Then another hour, kind of, he wanted to know our thoughts on the script. And then he and I started talking about wrestling. Because he was a wrestler, and I was a wrestler, so we started talking about that. And
is he cool?
He's the best.
Fuck.
And then I'm at a party. And it's the kind of party where Madonna's right there. She's talking to David Blaine, who's my boy. And I'm like, she didn't even like look at me. And then there's like, about Diddy's there with his microphone, with his megaphone, and Kate Hudson's dancing. I'm talking about Orlando Bloom, nice guy, by the way. He was there. Wesley Snipes, Spike Lee, Cameron Diaz. Bro, I'm talking Serena Williams, crazy. Like the kind of stuff I've been to 2 parties like where I was standing in a group with Serena Williams and Prince came over and said hi, like that kind of shit. Elton John singing in the living room. It was crazy. Okay, so that's wild. It's crazy, dude. But so I see Tom Cruise, and I'm with my buddy who says, "This is Tom," and I go, "We did that reading," and he goes, it was about 4 or 5 months ago, and he goes, "Yeah, right." So that's all he says. And we're standing in this group and he's talking to Ashton Kutcher about paparazzi and what to do about this insanity. And then there's a couple other big famous people there. And out of nowhere, he remembers the reading.
What?
And he goes, "You were great in that reading."
In mid-convo.
He goes, "You were great in that reading." And I go, "Thank you." And he goes, "No, you were great in that reading." I go, "Thank you." He goes, "You were great." And his wife, what's his wife's name? Who's no longer his wife?
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
She was there, and he goes like this. He goes, his timing was
impeccable.
He just went, "You were great. You're very talented." And I said, "How many times did I say thank you?" And my buddy goes, 13. Like, he just kept saying it. But the cool thing is we had daughters at the same age. So we started talking about our daughters. And we started talking about everything.
Oh, y'all are bonding.
I talked to him for an hour and a half. I'm not joking. Just
you
he
bonded.
And I. It was literally...
That's fucking cool, Bryan.
I did this with Springsteen backstage where it was just he and I talking about comedy versus music and acoustics and how important acoustics are. And then we started talking about how I write jokes. And he started telling me about how he writes songs. Get the fuck out of here, okay? You guys are too young, but Springsteen to me was a giant.
He's the boss.
He was the boss.
Pauly Shore sends me at least one Bruce Springsteen YouTube video once a month. Never doubt. Middle of the night, doesn't matter. Hey, check out the boss.
Yeah. So those were guys who were part of my history. And especially with Tom Cruise, where like I saw him in Risky Business when I was 14. And now I'm sitting here at this Hollywood party. I'm probably 43 at the time or whatever. And we're just shooting the shit. And it was so great that I was like, maybe we'll be friends. We're not going to be friends, but he's such a good guy. And that movie, I was going to be in that movie. Yeah. But Todd Phillips was going to direct the movie. It was called The Men. Written by Alan Loeb, I think, really good writer. And it was called The Men. And that movie was going to get made, and I was going to be the smart-ass guy in the office that has all these scenes with Tom Cruise. And it was going to be huge.
How big do you think your career goes after that? How much does it change?
Well,
because then
I
what if
don't
you're like
know.
his Jonah Hill to his Brad
Yeah,
Pitt?
but that's how that shit works, bro.
It's how that shit works, Brian.
It's how it works.
Thank you.
When we did-
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
when I did The Hangover, nobody knew Bradley, nobody knew Zach, nobody knew Ed
Oh,
Helmsley.
yeah, tell me about that. Yeah, I totally forgot.
little movie.
That's the first time I ever saw you.
Yeah, Todd Phillips was like, I go, how much you making on this movie? He's my boy, you know.
Todd Phillips is
the director, writer-director.
Right, yeah.
Did Joker and everything else, and he's a genius. And I go, how much you making? And he looks at me, he goes, you're making more than I am. I'm getting backhand. And I remember going, that's dumb, you know. All right, you know, but
It exploded.
yeah.
Maybe you should have
the
took
greatest
back in.
movie of all
Maybe
time.
sometimes you should believe in your work.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Because
he gave me notes on a script I wrote. I spent a year writing a script. He gave me notes on that shit. And I went, well, I don't know how to write. And this dude that's why you're Todd Phillips. And I'm this guy. Like, he understands story and movies on a level, bro. It's mastery.
This is the best podcast I've ever done.
It's fucking mastery. You realize you're like, there are levels to this game, bro. And there are people out there that understand things that I'm trying to do so much better. But you can't let it discourage you. You got to keep moving.
No.
Are all of Bryan Callen's podcast appearances just going off about his career being dead and famous people he used to know? Did he try claiming David Blaine is his boy? They were all your boy, Bryan, until the Tigerman came forward. But Bryan Callen doing that guy's podcast again. I can't remember his name. Although I think he's just doing something with Kim Congdon. But, I mean, once again, going off about how his special tanked and not being able to sell tickets. And he just misses the Hollywood parties so much. He was hobnobbing. Yeah, Callen was up there. Hobnobbing with, you know, Tom Cruise, Madonna, Todd Phillips, still his boy, but couldn't stick him in Joker 2 because the Tigerman. Yeah, it sucks. And now he's in a storage unit in Texas doing a podcast that's not going to last that much longer. And it sucks too because as much as Callen wants to be like, I'm just a true stand-up now, Bryan Callen is an actor who got into stand-up because he couldn't get consistent acting work when he was younger. Trust me, he would much rather be acting in TV shows and movies than doing stand-up. As evidenced by a lot of the stand-up he does is acting shit on stage. Like, he doesn't even do, half the stand-up he does isn't even stand-up, it's acting classes, which is lame and weird. But, I mean, listening to Callen go off is just funny to me each time. He could save his career if he just turned on Bappa the way Bappa pretty much turned on him. But he's dumb, and he won't. And the Tigerman got her revenge against him. Well, it sucks to be you, Callen. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.